Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. This is KCAL 9 News at 7 a.m.
You know, more than 70 million people deal with some form of digestive disease, and 23 million Americans suffer from an autoimmune disease. Health coach Allison Wells is here to help us find some relief because there are so many of us being impacted by this. So why is digestive health so important? I mean, we're hearing so much about it now.
Absolutely. So food is the way that our body gets nutrients, and that's what helps us to function properly. It helps improve our productivity, our creativity, helps with our energy, helps us to regulate our moods. So a healthy digestive system is going to be taking that food, breaking it down into nutrients that are then going to be absorbed into the bloodstream. That's going to help with our growth, our cellular repair, with our energy, and that's all good stuff. An unhealthy digestive system, this is going to be a little bit more problematic. So this is where we're not absorbing those nutrients into our bloodstream, okay? So when you're not getting those nutrients in, that's what starts to open us up to some kinds of diseases. So you might be seeing this with skin issues or constipation, depression. So a lot of other ailments that we don't think of tying to the gut actually are rooted in the gut.
And how does it affect like autoimmune disease?
So, so all of this goes back to the quality of the intestinal lining. Really sexy stuff here, right?
Hopefully people aren't eating breakfast right now.
Exactly. So what you want is a nice, tight intestinal lining. So that allows for the food to go in, you're absorbing the nutrients, it's going into your bloodstream. So when we start drinking more alcohol, eating more processed foods, foods that are higher in sugar, high in fat, it starts to erode that intestinal lining, and that opens us up to potential for partially digested food getting in and out, bacteria, toxins, that kind of thing. That can trigger inflammation, and that inflammation then can trigger autoimmune disease or other illnesses.
Okay, but can we fix it if we've already messed it up?
Absolutely. So all of this comes back to inflammation, right? So inflammation is our body's defense mechanism to anything that's putting it under attack. So this could be injury or disease, food intolerances, and stress. The good news is the research is showing that the best way to prevent or reverse inflammation is through diet. So there are lots of great foods you can eat to help reverse that issue.
And what are some of those foods?
So our berries. Berries are great, all right? It's summertime right now, so perfect lots of berries out, and that does have a lot of antioxidants, a lot of fiber. Also your fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, and then we have our cruciferous vegetables, our broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, all that good stuff. Olive oil, dark chocolate, turmeric. So all of that is really good for anti-inflammatory diet.
And then tell me about, I mean, we were hearing a lot about gut health and your brain, how it impacts your brain.
So I find this, I think this is so fascinating. So the brain and the gut are very much connected. There is a bidirectional relationship. So the vagus nerve, this is the largest cranial nerve, and this is going from your brain to parts of your colon. So your brain is telling your gut what it needs, your gut is telling your brain what it needs. So you have your receptors, your neurotransmitters, a lot of them are produced in the gut. So you have your melatonin, your dopamine, your serotonin. So I love this part. So serotonin is 90%. So serotonin is your mood regulator, right? So as we know, our mood and our food have a lot to do with each other, right? So 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut. So that can start to help you regulate your mood. If you have any mood disorders or depression or anything like that, it can aid in helping to make you more healthy, both mentally and physically.
And real quick before we let you go, probiotics are big now. Are they really that good for your gut health?
So they are, but here's the thing. You want to talk to your doctor first of all, but it's always great to get your supplements through your food if you can. So fermented foods are a really great way of getting probiotics into your diet without taking an actual supplement. So you want to just put little bits of these fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, tempeh, and yogurt. Those are all really good ones. Just have little bits of it throughout the day, and then that should promote healthy digestion. And if your doctor says you need something more, or if you're going on vacation, something that's going to stress the body, like travel or a stressful event, then maybe you want to supplement with another probiotic.
Thank you so much, Allison. Certainly helpful information for us. And for more information, or just to watch this segment again, Go to our website, kcal9.com, and click Seen on TV.